Not a complete embarrassment for a team that's been decimated by injury.
As Ken hits the free throw. Yeah, I'm sure in Westwood, like Pullman last night, they're just happy it's basketball season. Right?
Yep. Now it'll be interesting to see how the freshmen react between Wiley, who's on the floor, and Humphrey and Criddle and some of these guys out there now, just how they react to this situation here down the stretch as the first half winds down.
Well, Cameron Brown, and that's spiked. 3 freshmen out there for Oregon. Jacob Pullen batted away. That was Porter. Got his hand in there and created the turnover.
That was terrible spacing. You had 2 players in the third from Kansas State, but 2 players trying to post up near each other in the paint at the same time for K-State. Got to read and recognize that, get a little bit better spacing, and things will open up more for your penetrators.
Well, DeAndre Williams himself had the ball knocked away as he was trying to finish. Oregon shooting 43% so far, K-State 38. Turnovers level, 7 each. DeAndre Williams, acrobatic and 1.
DeAndre, 6'4", 210-pound freshman out of Allenwood, Georgia. This is a nice individual move, little jab right, and then watch him come back against the grain to get it off over Darren Kent on the inside. I love moves like that. It's kind of shades of the Elgin Baylor type stuff. You get a defender going one way and you go against the grain against him. There's nothing he can do in terms of blocking the shot.
So 8 different Ducks have scored already. Foul shooting. Oregon's not shot their free throws well this year, 64%. Post foul here on defense. And it's against DeAndre Williams.
But all in all, Ernie Kent and his staff, they've got to be happy and satisfied here in the first half with the way the young players have responded. I mean, they've done a nice job scoring just enough at their end, even though it's been one court a lot of the time. But defensively, I think is where I've been surprised at the effort and the understanding as freshmen. Especially Matt Humphrey has done a great job. And even Drew Wiley with his mobility out on the floor, covering shooters, doubling down on the post, weak side help.
And also given the expectation that Dunnigan was going to play. Yeah. The fact now that he's not, be without 2 real big men.
Only they could call the game at halftime.
K-State's transition, erratic play, but Jamar Samuels gets the put back to tie the game. Out of bounds. At Humphrey, step on the sideline on his move. As Garrett Sim comes back in for Oregon.
They get even younger. Cameron Brown, the sophomore, sits down. Right. Garrett Sim, the freshman.
Counting, that's 4 freshmen. Yeah. It's the first time I think the first time that Oregon's had 4 on the court together tonight. Malone did a good job there, sealing off for a rebound, but couldn't finish. Hands get in there. Porter. Into this first half has not exactly been crisp.
Not at all, but a little subtlety there. Good escape move by Garrett Sim to get out of the corner, prevent himself from being trapped. Travel.
Yep. Extra step for Humphrey. He's 10 now. Turnovers and 3 quick ones against the Ducks.
Sometimes your feet move a little faster than your mind when you're a freshman. You have in your mind what you want to do, but the feet don't cooperate. It was a good idea by Matthew Humphrey. I like the aggressiveness.
Ron Anderson back in for K-State.
His dad, Ron Anderson Sr., played at Fresno State for Boyd Grant, played for about 5 different NBA teams, and at 50 years old, he's still balling in France.
So it is unbelievable.
There is hope for the old geezers. Right.
So you tell me, is that why you lost the weight?
Looking for a 10-day.
Yeah, 10-day. I like that. 10-day in France?
That'd be beautiful. Got a team on the Riviera. Put a timeout.
Clemente hitting the shot. He's got 10 points now for K-State. And that's actually Porter. Porter got smacked, and that's what the whistle's about. Coming up at the half, we'll get you caught up on all the Sunday action, highlights, scores from our Final Score studios in Los Angeles, as well as a BCS breakdown and a recap of today's other Big 12 Pac-10 Hardwood Series games. Arizona State beating Nebraska, and Missouri thoroughly defeating Cal.
Frank Martin, K-State go right back into that zone. Tajuan Porter goes out because of injury. They go right back into the zone. If I'm Ernie Kent, I want extra patience. I like to go into the locker room at least down 2, maybe tied. You got to be careful here because if K-State can put on a spurt, they're going to probably extend the pressure if they score on this possession.
It's a great measure of respect for Porter, isn't it? His presence alone is dictating the K-State defense.
Yeah, definitely. And then just a smart coaching. When you look at the lineup on the floor, you want to make these guys, Sim can hit a shot, so can Wiley, but make them in this situation have to knock down some shots under duress.
All right, late shot clock for K-State. Anderson. The outlet pulling. And Oregon can hold for the last shot. Last shot this, they say.
this is the last shot. And again, that's this freshman.
Held ball, and that'll give Oregon one more chance.
Well, TeAndre Williams, a freshman, way too quick on that last possession, so you got to bring in Churchill Dia to settle things down a little bit.
So I'm just, Frank Martin, just watching him on the sideline, he's so into this. He's like the Mike Ditka of basketball. This just looks like he's just going to explode.
He makes Rick Pitino seem like the Dalai Lama. His eyes. High screen.
And a bump.
Wow.
And there's Frank Martin again. You see it. The players say that about him. You saw what he just did right there. They say when Frank Martin talks to you, the one thing is he looks you right in the eye. Whatever he says.
An assistant at Northeast University. Back in Boston. Coach Jose Barrera. Look at those eyes, man. He's talking about the evil eye.
You can feel those eyes.
Yep.
Garrett Sim hoping to get Oregon level. One last shot here. Clemente quick. And Clemente hit it.
Wow. I mean, good move by Ernie Kent.
I'll tell you what. You watch the first half. That young man shoots better on the move.
Yeah, but Ernie Kent went to a 1-2-2-3 quarter court just to make it more difficult, but it didn't stop Denny Clemente.
He stands still. He's not nearly as good as he is running and pushing.